Well, okay, but he says I need to have a lighter stick because the balance on this is too far, and I just don't understand it because this is always
okay. The balance of your weapon, is going to change, of course. The length, the weight of the basket hilt, the thickness. That all changes the balance of where it tips. Is it tip heavy? Is it basket heavy? Is it kind of somewhere in the middle? And each balance point of a sword, swords with different balance, have plus and minuses. Okay? And a tip heavy sword has some pluses, a basket hilt heavy sword has some pluses, they both have minuses. I would say the ideal though is to have more weight out towards the tip. Okay? It's going to feel more like something without a basket hilt on it at all. The balance point itself is going to wind up being more tip heavy, right? If I'm right here at a normal place where you're kind of just past the basket hilt, it's just all tip because there's no weight here. Okay? But what it does, to move it, it requires a little more power to move it. That power is going to be from your lower body and good technique. Okay? And just holding it in tight to my center here, my up and down center, as opposed to starting down here. Okay? All I do is that motion. Okay? And it's already started. I just let it extend out. So that's the technique you need to get it started. As opposed down here, the basket heavy sword, I just move that hand in, thunk, okay? But it's going to move slower, okay? It's going to require probably more forearm power to make it count. It can still be a nice blow, okay? But in here, it doesn't matter your strength. But once you get it going, you have that flow, you just keep that tip moving, okay? So, always listen to what your knight says.
Yes, sir. I actually how to change it.
Nice caveat.
So approaching it not so much, don't use a sword like that, use a sword like that. I'm not approaching it that way. We're approaching it, this is what that sword does. So if you're going to use a sword like that, this is how to make it work best for you. Okay? So if the weight's more out towards the tip, if the weight's more out towards the tip, you're going to need good body mechanics with your sword hand in tight, okay, to get it started. Once it's started, you need that nice flow. As long as you keep that tip moving, you have a lot of speed and power.
Oh, maybe, yeah.
Thank you.
Changing your sword weight, though, or where it weights or where it balances can do things like axes, different
That's what I thought.
techniques, right?
But it's more detailed than that because I'll roll from the left side of the ball to the right side of the ball, forward where the tips are just, the toes are just barely touching, back where the heels are touching the ground, the weight really is on the ball of the feet. And so it's kind of like this motion that I'm doing right here is me just kind of moving around the balls of my feet. It's all those positions, whether it's here, here, here. It's all me readjusting where I'm at. That's all the balls of my feet.
What was the question?
Where my weight is on my feet.
Oh. Okay.
Right? And what I find is that when it's there and I'm moving, I'm able to push off either one. So I could be in a fight and be moving this way, and all of a sudden, in the middle of what's happening, I'm going to be over there. Okay, so it's there, and I'm easy to move over there. Just be able to move back and forth, And if you ever watch, if you play football, or if you ever watch football players do their drills where they're able to move back and forth, I used to do a lot of that when I was doing rugby. You get somebody running down the field, make the wrong motion, they're going right past you. Right? To be able to make that quick move back and forth. Same principles involved there. Balls of your feet, good balance, good form. Start moving with your shoulders rather than your center. You got you. Okay? All right. Next, form is primarily what I'm thinking about there is the proper form to the techniques that you're doing, and we're taught them. And if you're taught bad form, it's going to be hard to unlearn. That's what you're being taught. But a lot of the motions that we do, whether it's shield movement, foot movement, sword movement, they're basically good. Okay? So there's that ideal, this is the proper form to use when throwing this blow, or when making this kind of a shield movement, or when using this kind of footwork. And learning what that is and practicing that form, really working in detail about it, not getting into too much mental effort on the movement of the blade itself or on getting that blade into the target, but really focusing on the full form and how the body moves, where your shield needs to be as you're throwing the blow. Okay, shield position for the blow is part of the technique, part of the form. Okay, but all of this falls back into good posture. Good posture is part of balance. It's part of being able to flow. It involves using your center to move rather than your shoulders to move. It involves approaching things as you move with your lower body rather than with your shoulders. Okay? If I'm going to be walking with good posture, I want to have my back straight up and down, not slumped. Okay? As soon as you slump like this, okay, you feel it's harder to lift your feet. Okay? It's going to be a lot harder to lift my shield if I decide to do that. Okay? When throwing blows and getting good motion, my shoulders are all hunched forward. It's just like, at this point, that's my full range of motion. Pull it back. Now it just feels just nice and comfortable. So a lot of times when you're feeling like your range of motion is being impinged somehow, but you can't move it, try thinking about what your posture is like. When doing shield work, okay, doing it with good posture, it's going to add a lot more strength to the movement as opposed to, bad posture. What's the standard here? Good walk here. Another part of posture is it's going to make everything work better. Okay? So if you start throwing a leg shot at me, and come down like this, go ahead and just feel free to just go around the defense. Okay? Okay? Getting past me, go ahead and let me. Okay? There you go. Okay? This is partly because I'm coming forward with my upper body. Okay? Throwing my posture out of position to move the shield. And you see what's happening with the shield. Okay? And right there, good posture. Okay? So it's just right there. You're thinking, well, now you're wide open up here. And that's the danger. Okay? But use good posture by just kind of moving into it. Right here. And because of my posture, this is just in place. And everything else is now open to do what I want with it, which is to smash it. Okay? And when working with people, and I'm seeing that, it's almost intimidating to my opponent. And it's not so much that I'm in their face, it's that I'm in their face with authority and power. The reason that authority and power are there is because of the posture I'm maintaining. Okay? Do it again. Okay? I'm moving in there now. It's not quite as intimidating to